Agent Romanoff. You miss me?
Oh yeah, Charles, we got ourselves an X-Men fan.
Captain. Your Highness.
Captain, big fan, Spider-Man. Hey everyone.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Film Artsy. I'm your guy, Trevor Baker, and today we're going to be breaking down What If Episode 3, and all I have to say is, it might have been better if, or what if, Episode 3 had never happened. That might have been a better result than the episode that we just got. But before we get started, have you liked the What If series so far? I know you're probably like, it sounds like Trevor hasn't, and I do, but this episode's underwhelming. But if you've liked it so far, let me know in the comments below. What has been your favorite thing? Let us know. We want to hear from you.
And ponder the question. What if?
So what if episode 3? Yeah, so that happened, and I'm going to explain why I'm frustrated, and I feel like I'm not going to be the only one. The premise actually starts out pretty interesting. Episode 3 starts off with Tony Stark dying, and you're like, oh, that's a problem. Tony Stark should not die. And the implications of Tony Stark dying are many implications. And honestly, the episode might have just stayed there, parked there, and stringed along what would have happened. Would have been interesting. But that's not where the episode starts. The episode is not about Tony Stark dying. It's about the Avengers not becoming the Avengers. And it's not just the Avengers not becoming the Avengers. It's the Avengers getting dispatched by this unnamed assailant. But that's not the only Avenger that gets picked off in the first couple minutes of this episode. We actually find ourselves over to where we were in Thor movie number 1, where he's about to pick up the hammer in the camp. And Hawkeye has an arrow trained on him, and instead of holding the arrow, it's let go and pierces Thor's heart. Now, I had a hard time believing that the Asgardian would be dispatched so easily, but I guess without his hammer, it's entirely possible that he was susceptible to human arrows. Although it looks like he's pretty freaking strong to get there, as he's tossing soldiers to and fro. I know the guy's jacked, but that seemed to be superhuman in some sort of way. And then after Hawkeye does this, he gets killed as well. So we're down 3 Avengers. You're like, this is crazy. Who is the one behind all that's happening? And at this time, you're thinking it's some kind of mind control because Hawkeye ended up hitting Thor, and Natasha, you're not sure exactly what happened with her antidote. So it's all pretty confusing and relatively captivating at that moment. And don't worry, it will be underwhelming at some point here. The episode continues, and Nick Fury has Natasha go and track down Bruce Banner because, hey, all the Avengers are getting picked off. Let's go find the other ones for the person who's behind all this. Natasha is successful in doing so and getting Bruce Banner, but quickly as Bruce Banner gets attacked by General Ross, he becomes the Hulk, and we see the Hulk get bigger and bigger and bigger and explode. So Hulk's down. Didn't know Thor could die so easily, didn't know the Hulk could die so easily. Once again, you're having me try to believe that this is possible, and so I'm like, okay, I guess it is, but whoever's behind it is pretty freaking strong. Well, if their problems were already bad enough, Thor's brother Loki shows up on Earth with the whole freaking Asgardian army. Yes, they're pissed off because you don't kill Asgardian people with arrows on Earth. And clearly this fits into Loki's narrative a lot better than it did in the first movie, because with Thor dead, he has all the justification to come to Earth and raise hell. And he does. He's like, I'm going to basically freeze this planet over. And Nick's like, hold on. If I find the killer, where do you go? And Loki promises, oh sure, that's exactly what I'll do. But it's Loki, so we know that's not what he's going to do. That gives Nick Fury till the next son of Midgard to find the killer, the assailant. But he gets a phone call from Natasha Romanoff right before that she's killed, that it's all about hope. And I had no idea what that meant. I know now, but at that time I was like, oh, it's some kind of like code word or like some kind of ideology, something that would lead him to something really interesting. No, it's just hope about Hope Van Dyne. Ant-Man Hope. Yep, Ant-Man Hope. Even further so, we find out that the person behind all this evil, this dispatching of the world's greatest heroes, is Hank Pym. Yep, Hank Pym. The old dude with the Ant-Man tech. I've never been like a huge fan of Ant-Man. Like, the movies are funny, but I just feel like he's an underwhelming hero, which it's Ant-Man. I understand that. But Hank Pym is definitely even more underwhelming. He's this old, crotchety dude that's got this really ridiculous serum. You're telling me that this man dispatched the Avengers within days just because he was pissed off about his daughter? That's a tough, I know What If it's like whatever the possibility. That was a stretch for me. And it was underwhelming. I was literally, you could give me pretty much anything else, but Hank Pym was not as satisfying. Like, this is who killed the Avengers. This is, if Hope died, he would have done this. But that is the premise that we are left, and Nick Fury and Hank Pym have a showdown in the graveyard, but it's not Nick Fury. Nick Fury struck up a deal with Loki. Loki quickly dispatches Hank, but of course Loki being Loki, he decides that he will be taking over Earth, and probably Asgard's behind it because they're like, they freaking killed Thor. Yeah, let's rule this planet. Let's make this part of our realm of rule and make it awful for everyone here. That leads us to the very end of the episode where you have Nick Fury fighting Steve, who has not been unearthed by the ice yet, and he is called Captain Marvel, which I guess it's great. I feel like there was a moment earlier in the episode where calling Captain Marvel would have been really helpful, but he doesn't. And here we are. That is the end of the episode, and it seems that we might get a continuation of it to get rid of Loki's rule. This might be how we get that other Avengers variant, but I'm pretty sure I saw Thor with those Avengers, so I'm not sure how that would work. All that being said, this episode it's definitely a what if. It's basically what if Hank Pym went crazy and evil and kill all the Avengers. And if you had like a list of episodes that I wanted to click on, that wasn't going to be one of them. It's not because I'm not interested in seeing the Avengers getting dispatched, because it is interesting because of the Earth's mightiest heroes, but I don't view Hank Pym as being so smart, so capable, so covert that he could dispatch all of them, especially the Hulk. That one was a tough sell for me. I feel like this episode was underwhelming. I know it's an idea and it's your prerogative to have any ideas, but after episode 2 being so good, this felt like a step backwards. All that being said, what did you think about What If episode 3? Did you like it? Did you not? Let me know in the comments below. Do you think I'm too critical? Don't let me know, it'll hurt my feelings. But if you do, you let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, subscribe. Hit that like, turn on notifications. We are giving you guys this content on the daily. We're going to be reviewing every episode of What If. So if you like these reviews, they're going to keep coming to you every Wednesday. I wake up freaking early for these, so you better watch. All that being said, thank you so much for watching. And as always, I will see you later.